Hello, what a beautiful day to come to you again on the series on Transreladership. For some time, we'll be looking at the role of the mind in Transreladership. We have already established that basically there is the invisible aspect and the visible. Today and for some few days and weeks to come to you, I'll be sharing thoughts on the role of another very important organ of the body, which is the heart. We know that the heart is an organ that is important for the survival of any human being. The heart provides the oxygen and the nutrients that are necessary for various tissues and organs in the body. When there is no supply of nutrients, all the other tissues and body organs will eventually die. And so it's very important that the heart provides the necessary oxygen that will give the energy, that will give the strength, and the necessary nutrients that will keep us alive. The role of the heart is not only to provide nutrients and to provide oxygen, but the heart also is the organ that sees the various nutrients and production that goes into the body, and at the end of the day, the waste that comes out of the nutrients, it is the same heart that deals with the waste. So the heart provides oxygen and nutrient, but the heart also takes out the carbon dioxide and then the waste that is out of the system. And so the heart provides what is needed, and at the same time, the heart takes out what is not wanted. That is what keeps us alive. The taking away of what we do not need and then bringing into effect or making available to us the things that we need. This dual function of the heart also experiences same relevance in everything we do. The heart is the nerve center of human life, is the nerve center of human activity. The content of your heart, how well your heart functions, will determine the survival of your dream, of your visions, of your goals, of your actions, of the things that you are passionate about. And remember, transreladership has to do with the ability to provide remarkable, tangible, and lasting change. What are we saying? That the heart has a role in this impact that you will make. Not only should there be a change, but we are saying that the change should connect with human hearts. It should be built on solid relationship. Here again, the heart has a role to play. At the end of the day, this interaction between the transformation and relationship should provide a kind of leadership, a kind of direction that will produce followers who are willing. Again, the heart comes into play. So in all the three steps of transreladership, there's a key role that the heart plays in survival. The heart provides oxygen, provides nutrients. The heart takes away the carbon dioxide and also takes away the waste. What then is the relevance of the heart when it comes to leadership, when it comes to transformation, when it comes to change, when it comes to achieving what we want to achieve? We cannot make an impact if the heart is not very right. So just as the heart is the nerve center of human survival, so also is the heart the nerve center of every activity we undertake or we embark upon. Your heart must be right. The heart of the team members must be in sync. The heart of even whatever you are doing, at the heart of it, should be well focused, should be well worked on, and then we can guarantee a lasting impact. The heart, the heart, the heart. What do we mean within our context? You see, within our context, the heart is the nerve center of our spirituality. It is also the nerve center of our soul, our emotions, our feelings. Whereas the mind has to do with our thinking, has to do with plans and strategies, the heart is the soul of what you do. The heart, it brings the spirituality of what we do. The human nerve center of operation. The focus, the pivot around which everything gets into action. When a man's heart is right, it will affect his thinking, it will affect his actions. We've already spoken about the three processes or the three actions, the steps that we ought to follow. Your heart will determine the quality of your purpose. The content of your heart will influence the process you go through. And then at the end of the day, the product will have an appearance, a demonstration, a revealing based on the source, which is what came out of the heart. The heart of a man. You see, the Bible says that where your treasure is, that is where your heart will be. So your heart is a reflection of the things that you treasure. Show me the content of your heart, and I'll reveal to you the context of your treasures. Your heart will determine your destiny. Give me information. Let me know the content of a man's heart, and I will be able to give you a prophetic inclination of what his destiny will be like. And so we have to be very careful what comes into our heart and what goes out. We should be mindful of what comes out of our heart, which should be a kind of an oxygen and which should be a kind of a nutrition to the things around us. And our heart should be able to sieve our thoughts, our actions, and our results. So the heart becomes a moderating factor between the kind of things we do, the kind of actions that comes out of us, and at the end of the day, the kind of product that we would produce. The content of a man's heart is extremely important. What goes into the heart is very key. The Bible says that guard your heart, for out of it flows everything we do. Everything we do comes out of our heart. Milan has said that when the heart speaks, the mind finds it indecent to object. That is the power of the heart. The power of the heart is to moderate, is to sieve, is to ensure that what comes out of us would have a lasting impact. The heart of a man. So when the heart sieves and also provides, it becomes the impetus of every action we take. Now let's look at this way. We have our dreams, we have our visions, we have our plans, we have so many things in our mind. Now the point I'm trying to communicate is that all those ideas and plans and strategies and actions, what will moderate it? What will give you the oxygen, which will supply the oxygen and the nutrients to the dream, to the vision, to the agenda, is what the content of your heart provides. It's the fusions that come out of your heart. And I'm saying that what will sieve the bad ideas, the bad intents, the bad actions, the things that are not right, that which will take them out is the content of your heart. Your heart provides the oxygen in the blood to your dream, provides the nutrition to your goals and to your actions and to where you want to get to. And the same heart is able to take out the poisons within your thoughts, within your actions, within the end result you want to provide. So, in your team, in your job place, in governance, in running a nation, in running an empire, in running a kingdom, in running a small project or a big project, what will bring that lasting impact or change is the heart from which these things are done. Show me the content of your heart, and once again, I will provide you a prophetic inclination of what your destiny will be. The heart provides a litmus test of the treasures or the things that you value or treasure. That is what the heart does. And that is why the Bible says we should guard it. Will you want to look into your heart right now? Will you want to check the content of your heart? We should not just allow anything, any negative thoughts, any bad ideas to be consumed in our hearts. No. No. It will destroy the dream. It will it will prevent us from taking out the carbon dioxide and taking out the waste. Once there's excess carbon dioxide, excess poison and waste in our system, we shall die. No wonder many dreams die off. Many aspirations are quenched because this heart is not right. You can build a castle, but when your heart is not right, eventually it will crumple down. And that is why the Bible calls for a circumcision of the heart. That is why we need to work on the heart. And let us be clear on this. The only one who can change a man's heart, who can correct the wrongs, who can ensure that there is sufficient supply of oxygen, sufficient supply of nutrients to our dreams, the one who can ensure that all the negative arrows that flies towards us, all the negative things we receive as we walk through and fro, so many things come at us. Negative thoughts, negative conversations, poisonous encounters and experiences, things that want to kill our soul, things that want to kill our spirit, information that would want to destroy us. You see, apart from inside us, there are outside things that would also want to come into us. And I'm saying that the content of your heart, how solid your heart is, will determine your capacity to take out the waste of the world, the waste of the stresses that comes with life and all those things. Their hearts will see them and give you the impetus for a greater transformation, for a greater change. Will you want Christ to work on your heart? Will you want God to give us the capacity to only provide the right nutrients and the right ingredients, the right nutrition to every goal, every vision, every idea, every task, every work we do? Do we need God to grant us the grace to be able to take out the poisons, to be able to take out the negatives from us within and without? Great transrelators, men who have made great change and great strides and have left legacies, are people who had total control over their hearts. They will leave a lasting impact. You may have people who have made great success, who have great experiences, great exposures, but they do not last because the hearts were not right. Remember, Transreladership focuses on leaving lasting legacy. And as I come to you today, may the Lord work on your heart. And that is why if your heart is broken, if your heart is in despair, if your heart is in disarray, if your heart is not properly functioning, I'm not talking about the physical organ, but I have already explained that the heart is the bedrock of your soul, of your spirituality. So if the foundation, if the basis of your spirituality is not right, you will crumple. If your heart is not functioning properly, you may have a good body, a strong physique, well built. As a man or as a woman, you may have a very nice, soft, lovely body. However, when your heart is not right, eventually the poisons in your system will not be taken out. You want to take a real look at your heart and ask yourself, what is the content of my heart? May the gracious hand of the Lord be upon you. May the Lord work on our heart. May the Lord help us to come out and produce solid amount of oxygen and nutrients. May God grant us the grace to take out the excess carbon dioxide and all the waste in our system, both physically, spiritually, emotionally, business, work, ministry, family, marriage. Let every waste or toxin be removed by the quality and the content of your heart. God richly bless you.